Made the boring stuff, and the topic is dictionaries and lists. Dictionaries and structuring data. Dictionaries are written using parentheses. Let me start by idle. Let's say A is a dictionary. Wait a second. Let's say A is a dictionary. A can it is written using parentheses. Let's say X consists of value 1 and Y consists of value 2. Both of them are items. Each item consists of an key value and its respective value. Uh, uh, Let me also take B, same, Y, same items but in different order. Yep. Dictionaries versus lists, right? The main difference between dictionaries and lists is we don't consider the index values. Let's say X 1 comma 2, Y 2 comma 1. Now we can see that X and Y consist of same items 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, but they are not in the same order. If I try to check whether X is equal to Y, it is false since we are also considering the index values. While checking A is equal to B, X is equal to Y, we are checking the index values. But when we are checking A is equal to B, we are not considering the index values. We are checking each and every item, that is X with value 1, X with value 1, Y with value 2, Y with value 2. We are considering only items, so we don't consider the index values. So that's why here we get the true value, right? Now, keys of values of and items of method. A dot keys of will return all the keys. A dot values of will return all the values. A dot items of will return all the items. These are small functions that they will return all the items, keys, and values. Small methods used in dictionaries. Main methods. Let me go on. Checking whether a key or value exists in a dictionary, right? Let me check for X. We have X in A, right? But X is in value. Let me check whether X is in value. A dot values of or not. It is a key, right? Values of. No, X is not there in A dot values of. Let me check whether X is there in A dot keys of. Keys of. Yes, we have X as a key in A. Same. Let me check 6 in A dot values of. Here we have we don't have any kind of 6 as a value in A dictionary, so it is false. Let me A dot keys of. Same, we don't have any 6 as a key value in A, so it is false. Let me check 6 in A dot. Let me check for 2 in A dot values of. True. That's it. Small methods, basic methods in dictionaries. Get of method and set default of method. Before explaining these methods, let me explain a small program that will demonstrate how to use these dictionaries as a database. A small fun basic application. Basic application, how to do basic operations, how to store in, how to retrieve a value from the dictionary, how to add a value to the dictionary, how to check whether a key or value exist in a dictionary or not. The basic things, how to do basic things. Let me write a program. The program will be about I will create a dictionary which consists of names as well as the keys. Now, names and keys, names as well as key values. Now each item consists of a name and their value as in birth date, so that I can ask for the name, I can search for the name, and if the name is there, then I will print the name, and the name is not there, I will ask the date also, and I will combine both of them and store it in the dictionary. Let me start. Birthday is equal to let's say Annie. These are some default values. I'm adding some default values. These are March 30. These are just for trial. they are not real. Just for basic testing I am adding these names and their birthdays into the dictionary, but they are not actually uh, the names as well as, but they are just for testing purpose. uh, joy Joy birthday is on April, uh, let's say Jan 3rd, John May 1st. No, these are just for testing purpose. Let me write the logic. While true, I will first I will take the name as an input. Let's say please enter the name. No, after printing that please enter the name, I will take the name as an input. Say name is a variable and it consists of the string. Raw input of, consider the input as a string from the beginning, so I am taking the raw input of function instead of input of function. um, um, After taking the name, I will check whether if it is there in the dictionary or not. Before checking whether it is there in the dictionary or not, let me check whether then if it is present, if it is an eligible, if it is an empty string or not. If it is an empty string, I can simply break the creepy infinite loop so that the program will look much cleaner. So let me check whether the name is an empty string or not. If the name is an empty string, I can simply break the program right there. uh, if the name is an empty string, the program will be ended. uh, mm, what if the name, I have to check whether the name is in the dictionary or not. I have to use the keys of function. Since we are storing the names in the keys, we have to use the keys of function in order to check whether the name is in the dictionaries or not. Let me start by checking. Um, let's say name in birthdays birthday dot keys of birthdays dot keys of. This will return true if it is there, or else it will return false. If it is there, then I will print the name with their birth date. Birthday of is on uh, birthday of name. Here I am using the key value in order to access the respective value, that is the date. In order to access the date, I am using the key value name uh, from the dictionaries, from the birthday dictionary, right? Now, if it is there, then it will print the name with their birth date, or else what I do, or else what if the name is not there in the dictionary. Then I will ask for the name, print please enter the name, please enter the date of. Let me also say that I don't have information. I don't have information about that person. I don't have information about that person. Please enter the date. Or after asking for the date, I will. So let's say date is equal to. Date is equal to. Let me again use the raw input of function. After taking the input, I will store it in the database. How to store? I can use the key value to store or accept its respective value. After doing it, after storing it in the database, I will say the database updated. Base updated. Done. Enter the name. Let's say Annie. Any birthday is on March 30. Let me check the break condition. Let me enter an empty string. Uh, Empty string. If I enter an empty string, then it will break the infinite loop and the program will be ended. Uh, Let me enter some another names, and let me add some names to the dictionary. These are just for default, right? These are just for testing purpose. Let me add some another names. Let's say Anmol, Anmol. I don't have information about that person. Please enter the date. Let's say May 2nd. Database updated. Let me enter Anmol. Birthday of Anmol is on May 2nd. So here we can't see Anmol, right? But Anmol is there in the dictionary. Uh, right. This is how we use the basic dictionaries. Uh, Small example of how to use these dictionaries. Uh, Get off method set default of method. The get off method will return the value. It, let's say a dot get off will return uh, x comma 0. No, a get off function will return the value, uh, and it will return the fallback value, that is 0 if it is not there in the dictionary. The get off function will check for x in a, and if there is no x, then it will return the fallback value. Since we have x in a, it will simply return the value, that is 1. Simple. um, Let me also, let's say a dot get off function. I'm using the get off function in order to you a dot get off function to I have used the get off function in order to get the value of f. We don't have f in the a, so I got the fallback value, that is 9. So, yep. Set default of method. A dot set a dot I'm using the set default of function in order to set, let's say, color black. I have used the set default of function in order to set the uh, key value color with the respective value, that is black. Now I can't change this black anymore. Here you can see. Let me try to change the value. White. Here you can see it is still black, since we have used the set default of function, right? So, yep. That is the main use of set default of function. Let me write a small program that will demonstrate how to use this set default of function. Let's say setDef.py. 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 Wait. Let me write a string, and let me also take an empty dictionary, and while the program is running, I will enter items into the dictionary, and let me check for the character. Let me use the set default of function in order to set the default value of each and every character to 0, and since we the don't default set default of function don't run again and again, it will be it will uh, if the key value already exists, the set default of function will not the set default of function will not run, right? So I will simply use the set default of function in order to set the default value of each and every character to 0, and each and every time I am encountering the same character again in my string, I will increase the count using the uh, by simply incrementing the value, the respective value to 1. uh, again after encountering the same character in the program, in the string, I will add another value. uh, I will increase the value again with 1, again with 1, again with 1, so that in this way I can count the each and every character and how many times the character is being repeated in the string, right? Let's say string is equal to uh, um, hello hello uh, welcome to skill man. uh, Hello, welcome to skill maniac. Right, I have written the string. Now let me take an empty dictionary. After taking the empty dictionary, what I will do is I will write a for loop that will uh, iterate through each and every character, and each and every time I will use the set default of function. The set default of I will set default of function will set the each and every character value to 0, and this line of code will not work. The set default of line of code will not work if the key already exists in a dictionary, right? So let me write the for character in string. So each and every time I'm each and every character. So this for loop will iterate through each and every character, and each and every time I am using the set default of function count dot set default of in order to fix the character to I'm setting the each and every character value to 0, each and every new character value to 0, and each and every new character value, right? And if it is not new, what if the character is being repeated? Let's say I have encountered the capital H again in my string. uh, we don't have capital H, but let's say if I have capital H in my string, then what I will do, I will simply increment. How to increment it? I can use the key value in order to access the respective value, that is key value. What is key? Here the key is the character, right? So count of um, so I am incrementing the count of the character to 1. Now let me run the program. Mm, Let me also print the count. Hmm. Here you can see the count dictionary consists of these values, these items. Each and item consists of a key, that is the character, and the value, that is how many times the character is being repeated in the string. We have only one capital H. See, we have two small a, four simple blanks, one, two, three, four blanks. Right. So small application of how to use the set default of function, right? Let me move on. uh, Pretty printing is a small module that will print the dictionaries in much cleaner way. Let me import is a keyword that will import the modules. Import what print. Let me print dot print. Oh, let me again run the same. Python set def dot py. Here you can see I have used the pprint of function in order to print the dictionary in much cleaner way. That's it. Mm. tic-tac-toe board and nested dictionaries. Tic-tac-toe board is a small game. Tic-tac-toe, nested dictionaries and lists. Nested dictionaries are dictionaries inside dictionaries. Mm, I think we have two programs in order to explain these two topics. Let me start with tic-tac-toe board. Let me store it in the Python. Uh, Let me start by taking the board. Board is equal to okay. Wait. Let me start by taking, let's say, top left with simple blank. Same top right with simple blank. Top middle with a simple blank. No. So no. Each and every item consists of two things. One is uh, the position that the position of the move of the player, that is top middle top left top right, the move of the player, as well as the turn, that is x or y, x or o. It will be an empty string at first. After running in middle of program, we'll add whether if it is x or o. um, Stop mid 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 low low low. Okay, wait. Let me start by saying. Let me print the board at first. Let me write my function that will simply print the whole board, including right, print board of function that will print the whole board. Let's start by saying uh, let's start by print um, board of top left. Uh, let's say this is not top. Stop mid top right. Let me copy this line and let me paste 3 times. Top mid mid mid. This is low. Low low low. Print things. Let me copy paste. Let me just print this. Let me call this function and let me print the board. Print board of tacto board.py. Here you can see the board. I can print the board, so using by calling the function called print board. Now let me write the logic behind the game. Let me start with turn x. uh, mm, I have two things, one is turn and another one is move, right? Let me start by taking the turn to x, and let me write the logic. uh, Turn is equal to x. Let me write the logic for I in range of 9. So for 9 times I am placing the turn, that is x or wo, whatever. uh, and each and every time, if the turn is an x, then I will turn it to wo, and if it is an wo, then I will uh, turn it to x. So let me write the logic. If the turn is equal to nx, if the turn is an x, then what I will do, I will simply change the turn to what, o, capital O. No, else turn is equal to x, it will be as it is. Turn is equal to as it is, that is capital X. I have changed it each and every time. The character will be the turn will be changed. The logic behind changing the turn, is done. Now let me write the logic behind placing the turn into the board. uh, I can simply take the move into the board, and I can place it in the board, right? So let me start by asking for the move. Move for um, uh, player. This the turn denotes the player, right? So the turn move for move of uh, please enter the move, or let me say that please enter the move. Please enter the move for player. uh, After asking for the move, I will take it as an input. Let's say move is equal to I will take it raw input, raw underscore input of this will consider it as a string from the beginning. Now after taking the move, I will place it in the dictionary, that is the board. uh, the board of mm, the board of turn the board of turn is equal to the board of um, this is the key value, right? I have to use the key value. I'm using the move. Okay, I have to use the move in order to place the turn. In the move, that is top left, top middle, or mid right, let's say anything. In the move, I will place the turn, that will be x or o. Each and every time the x will be changed to o will be changed to x, using the simple if else logic. That's it. Let me run the program. Let me also print the board each and every time after uh, mm, after asking for the move. Let me print the board. Print board of please enter the move for player x. Let's say top middle. Top middle will be here, right? Let's see. Top middle x. Top right. Oh, top. Oh, wait. If the turn is equal to x, then I have to change it to o, right? But uh, mm, mm, oh, spelling mistake. turn. URL. Let me write run the program again. uh, cd cd python tic-tac-toe.py. Please enter the move for x, top, middle. Please enter the move for player O, that is let's say low right, low right. So working perfectly. If you are interested, we can make it in the also we can make it as an AI. We can do uh, play the computer play for us, and that's it. This is small logic behind small application of how to use these dictionaries to play a game. Let me continue. Nested dictionaries. Nested dictionaries are nothing but dictionaries inside dictionaries. Let's start. Nested dictionaries.py. Uh, Let me write the logic. Let me write some a dictionary that let's say guests is an dictionary, and it consists of two things: one, the guest name, and the items that the guest have. Let's start by saying, let's say the guest have uh, let's say Alice with a dictionary, and its dictionary consists of items. What let's say picnic items. Let's say apples. Uh, how many? Let's say five. Oranges. Orange. Oranges. How many? Let's say six. Mm, no. Let's say 10. Same. Let me write another name. Let's say Anmol. Anmol with uh, another dictionary. Same. Dictionary inside a dictionary. This is a dictionary. Guess is a dictionary, and Alice consists of another. The value as Alice. Alice key value consists of another value. The value is itself a dictionary, right? No. Right. Same. Apple pie. Apple pie. Let's say three. Uh, uh, oranges. Let's say two. Uh, let's say Annie. Annie consists of another dictionary, and each dictionary consists of, let's say, um, apples. Apples only one. Oranges two. No, no. This is a nested dictionary, right? A dictionary and a dictionary inside a dictionary. That is this inside dictionary. That is items. The picnic items, right? Let me write a loop that will iterate through the function. Let me write in function that will iterate through the whole this dictionary, and it will get the use the get of function in order to get the value of each and every item. Now I can't check the value of, let's say, apple. If I want to check the value of apples uh, from the each and every dictionary, let's say I want to check the Alice, number of items from Alice. Now, what I have to do, I have to write if mm, for loop that will iterate through each and every dictionary. Wait, uh, let's say I want to check each and every apples, how many apples are there in the whole picnic items. Then I have to do what? I have to check for the. At first, I have to check this dictionary, and then uh, the number of apples is 5 right now. Since the apples is 5 now, after adding the 5 value to the number of items that we have now, I will go to the next dictionary. That is the dictionary belongs to Anmol, and in that dictionary I will check for apples. I don't If I don't find any apples, then I will move to the next dictionary, that belongs to Annie. Annie dictionary consists of only one apple, so I will add this one counter to the total items list, that is 5 plus 1 6. We have total 6 apples, but how to count them? I can iterate through each and every dictionary, right? How to iterate through each and every dictionary? Let me write the logic. uh, Definition. mm, Number of what? uh, Definition number of uh, let's say number of items. No. In that number of items, I want two parameters. One is the whole dictionary, and the item that I want to search. In the above case, I have searched for apples, right? So the item that I want to search. These are the two parameters that I want. No. Um, After taking all the inputs, let me create the number of count. Let me set the number of count to 0, and now for k comma v in uh, guests of wait, guests dot items. We know that items of function will return all the items from the dictionary, right? Now here in the dictionaries, the item uh, wait uh, the item itself is a dictionary, right? Now k comma v denotes, let's say k is the key and v is the value. Now k denotes the names, that is Alice, Anmol, and Annie. These are the three names, the keys, that is uh, the k denotes these three values, and the v denotes the dictionary itself, that is the dictionary that belongs to Annie, the dictionary that belongs to Anmol, the dictionary that belongs to Annie. The v denotes the dictionary, whole dictionary. Now guest dot items of will return the both keys as well as value. Now k comma v denotes the keys as well as the respective values. Now let's start by saying I have to increase the count, right? If I find any apples, let's say the item that I want to search is an apple, then how to increase the count? I can use the get of function in order to get the count. uh, Dot get of item. Item is the apple, right? Now I will search for each and every item. I will search for all the items, and I will uh, the get of function will return the value of the item apple. If the item is an apple, then it will return 5. The get of function will return 5, or else it will return the fallback value, that is 0. And after getting the value, I will add it to the number of count. That's it. Um, at the end, let me print the count. Let me return the count. Let me return uh, let me return the number of count. uh, Let me run the program. Print methods of copy. Uh, Let me search for apples from the guests. CD desktop passing Python. Oh, let me run the program that is nested dictionaries. Items is not defined. Okay, here I don't want, I have to give the apples, right? Apples, apples, apples. Let me search for apples. uh, mm, is the item, not items. That's it. Let me, the count is 0. mm, the count should not be 0. mm, okay. Each and every time I'm searching for the only inside dictionary, I'm using the get of function in order to I'm using the get of function where I'm using it in the inside dictionary. That is the v, right? I don't, this is not guest, this is v. Let me change it to v dot get off. V dot get off. No, let me write. Now here you can see the number of apples that we bought is 6. Let me run with oranges. Oh, oranges. Again, we have 10 oranges. Let me count 6 plus 2 plus 2, 10. Let me count bananas. I think only one, that is 10. Let me 10. So working perfectly. uh, this is how we use dictionaries, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.